scrolled levels have been de-auto scrolled. And here we go. Now, I wish I had audio. Matter of fact, I think I know I should have audio. All right. Had to check some music. I know it's... I hear... We'll get some audio going. But here we go. The first one, it's a World 3 World stage. And Pro already taking care of that particular level. Claris taking his time, but again, not too bad of a run as well. Probably pick up a mushy. And so is Claris. We have World 5, A World in the Sky. Sorry, folks, I'm a little rusty. I just literally got home. But, you know, you're not here about me. You're here about what's going on the stage. Proa going through that stage as well. Like I said, everything is... there we go. And Pro going for 1 of 2 auto-scrolled stages still in game, which is the 5-9. Hey boy, that's a thing. Of course, the other one is a beta level. Of course, there are beta levels that were left in the Mario 3 code. Those have been put into the randomizer pool as well. Now, of course, that equates to anything can happen at any time. This is skills and brain and yes. Gimmick Soldier, that is a very good question. For those wondering, we're in World 4 to kick us off. And our first fortress is Fortress from actually the second. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is a fortress from World 4, if not in position. Although I could be wrong, and I have been wrong in the past. That explains. Of course, our restreamer is in the chat. Kekuman Shoyu, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. There's the explanation as to where there's no particular music in the background right now, or no sound from the game. But you don't need that. You need me. You got me. I'm your soundtrack. I'm your John Madden or insert hockey announcer. Pro finishing up that fortress, and Claris catching up. This is a close race so far. We have our first visit with the end cards. Pro is going to pick up an item. Of course, you match items. That's okay, but you're not going to get the actual item on the card. So they're completely random right now. And hello, the end cards housed hammer suits. There's a gimmick for it. First, Hammer Bra picks up a star. We have a Tanuki suit in one of the mushroom houses. And Pro is going to go for that. He's going to get his star as well. If he could defeat the Fire Flower, the Fire Bro. And oh, the hitbox gets him. Claris is going to go over World 5, 4. Going to make through another World 5 stage, I should say. Gets it done. Pro taking care of business. Takes another Hammer Bra. Takes down the big bras. And the Hammer Bras had a hammer, brah. How about that? Claris got to visit another mushroom house. He went upstairs. He picks up a tunicky suit. No, he went back. He went to the mushroom house. Never mind. The first one. Mushroom house number 2. And he's got to visit the card dealer. He's got to get one item. And that's about it. Bro is going to go through the tank level, of course, for those wondering. Fortress. Anything that has boom booms are fortresses. So that's why you see the tank level, the auto scroll, of course. Claris had a double whammy there. So a water level Hammer Bro stage with Fire Bros in it. But first trouble, he gets a cloud. That's going to be very important if you want to skip a particular level that you know you don't want to go. Bro's going to finish up. Actually, no. That was a regular tank level. Never mind. That was not a... Still tanks. Of course, the regular tanks, I should say, with Hammer Bros, they become action stages, as you saw. And Pro going through the World 5 Fortress in the ground. Not the easiest fortress, but not the worst. As we have discovered, not the worst. Pro got to take advantage of that hammer suit, take down Boom Boom in quick fashion. Claris is going to join in the fortress action fairly shortly. And if you want to talk about overkill when it comes to Hammer Bros, Hammer Suit against Hammer Bros. Insult to injury. Meanwhile, Pro is going to clean up the rest of the Hammer Bros, pick up his Juggum Cloud. And go to the fortress, to the airship numero uno of the evening. Which I believe this is the World 2 airship. As you can see, all our airships are the auto scrolled, and he's going through that in very quick succession. One hit wonder for our first couponing of the evening. I just realized I need to turn these on. And Pro's got to finish up. Uh-oh. We do not have a timer. Don't have a timer on Pro, but Hammer Brother in the castle. Fought you to know. Aha. He's going to move on to World 2. Did not see that, but we have a World 6. How long will World 6 be this evening? He's checking the pipes. And he is going to find an easy, a quarter of the way done. The tunnel was generous enough. It does have a hammer, so they do not make bridges. They break locks and rocks. So there is that. And for those wondering, we saw there was a Juggum Cloud there. In case you were wondering, we had a vanilla stage in World But Not in Position. Pra thinking about skipping a level. And hello, and a vertical scroll of the Hammer Bro by accident, I think. He corrected that stage. Gets unlocked by the Hammer Bro, by the Big Bro, and tough going. Tough placement. And yeah, tough placement for the big one of the Big Bros. That's gonna cost him. Let me see. I'm gonna have to look into the SRL live races. So you'll have to forgive me for a second. as I try to find it. Meanwhile, more Hammer Bros action. And probably goes into the thing. And finds the World 7, the infamous World 7 Big Maze. And I think he did do World 2. I apologize, folks. I'm trying to... There we go. I'm telling you, this tracker sometimes can be a little wonky. All right, right now I have 11:36. There we go. For those wondering, the timer currently is sitting at 11:55. If that helps out a little bit, I am on Speedruns Live right now. For those wondering if you could keep an eye on SMB Hacks for a more official time. But we will see what happens. Proa going through that maze. Makes it through. Looks like he's going to make it through, and he does. Claire is just entering the maze himself. Now, I believe... Nope. You know what? Forget that. I'm going to keep calling for the rest of the night. Proa just picked up a 5-star Frog Splash 5 up for that. He wasn't in too much deep trouble, but that's going to help him a little bit. He's going to get a Fortress. And we have the Air Force. I lost my feed for a second, but I got it back. There we go. Once again, exclamation point SMB3 for all your information as far as how to play the game, how to install the situation, and all that good stuff. If you want to find out who the players are, exclamation point R. If you don't want to know what I'm about, exclamation point C. We're all going through the Air Force again. Here we go. Makes it through the Hammer Bro within... No, take care of Boom Boom in quick succession. And it's going to go through... He's got to pick up an end card first. I believe he's going to keep looking. No, is it? No, that's it. No more. One more one. We have World 1-4 here. Got to pick up a 1-up and... Uh-oh. Now, for those wondering, my my particular restream feed on me for a second, so I missed that stupid death, but I did catch it eventually, so that's not a bad thing. Meanwhile, probably going through World 1-5, makes it in quick succession. Bro, going through the World 5 fortress in the sky. Meanwhile, Claris is going to clear up that World 1-4. Take care of business. Proa going to pick up a couple of stars. No, that was a mushy. That was a mushroom. Did I see that? Did I actually see that? I'm wondering. Because that looked like a star. Huh. Anyway, Proa's going to make it to the airship, and that was, let's see, no, that's, for a second I thought that was going to be World 1, but no, that looks like, World 3? That looks like World 3. Well, it's an airship. Just gonna make it through. And we got one that's stuck on the floor, but has projectile weaponry. And it's a 3-hitter. It's going to be a minimum 4-hitter. Which is going to turn into a minimum 5-hitter. Ooh, max health. Ooh. It'll be done. Proa navigates through that tough thing. Can you folks actually commentator at random music? Uh-oh. Am I currently live right now? Hello, check 1, 2, 3. Okay. And for those wondering, the game music is a little soft because the music is unfortunately a little soft. So that's what happens when you mess with. We have a actually no, I was See, I know I missed the fact that it wasn't a hype World 3. Well, it is a hype World 3 now. Not directly hype, but hype enough. And Proa is going to be happy about that. Not the most hypest, but still silky smooth. All it cost him was a hammer from the looks of it. And navigates through. Yeah, that was that was the World 7 airship. And for those wondering why there's no sound, no music, I've been told it's a little too soft. Not exactly anybody's fault. We got 2 play people and having fun with the gimmick here. You know, having fun trying to beat each other. Beat to the end of the race where you get to beat the Bowser, hopefully in a frog suit. Now, the case, Claris is going to go through it and find that he has to break a lock. He's going to have to go through a hammer bro. And we have World 7. Interesting enough. Tunnels are... I don't know, how do you qualify that? That seems like a generous enough pipage. As you can see, all the tunnels are randomized, which is going to play a key factor in how quick World 8 is completed. Which is the last world we'll see is Bowser's land. Music block for one of the piranhas. And we check next the next tunnel to find out that we are going to the last part of the world. So, all in all, 1 piranha, no action zone so far in World 7. Not bad at all. And P-Fong. I hope I'm spelling out the correctly. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Speed Gaming very much appreciates it. And Pro going through another world. Last time I checked, that was another in vanilla in world, not in position, if I'm not mistaken. Claire's got to check his free pipe and find that the free pipe actually gave him a fairly decent run. Now, will he go through the piranha? He will. Bro going through the stand stage, World 2. Skips the world, skips the tornado. There is no sun, so that's going to make things nice and quick. We have a couple of big Koopas to try to play goaltender. But Proa skips through that, gets through the stage, gets a star card. Now, what will his threats be? No, he goes for the fortress. He's got a star, so it's going to help him speed through some of it. Clarence is going to see World 3-1 in the meanwhile. Now, if he wanted to, he could have checked that, see if there was a leaf, because he could have tried to fly under that gap. That is a big gap. But he's going to go through the vanilla way, the long way. He's going to take off, boom, boom, and ooh, gets one shot, fires out, and boom, done. And for those just joining us, Prod was unable to, I believe he was unable to set up the timer. Right now, things are sitting around 22, but right now you see 21. Because this is being restreamed. Bro's going to go through his second piranha, picks up a hammer. Goes for airship from World 1. Picks up a flower. It's a bit vanilla, that Fred. Takes on Wolfgang. That's a one hit. That is a 2-hit Wolfgang. And Pro, a finish is halfway through. And if I see correctly, around the 22-minute mark. Yeah, he's around the 22-minute mark here. And we have World 2 next up in the distribution of worlds. And he chooses to break the lock and go through half. Now, I believe he has 2 hammers. No, does he have 2? No, he only has the 1 hammer. So he's going to take a... Ooh, interesting. Now, obviously, for those wondering, you beat the Hammer Bros. That's as good as completing a stage. And he picks up a P-Wing for his trouble. So Double Trade uses a star as well to take care of that. Our Sand Dune houses a World 7 level. And an infamous one at that. Claris is going to join in just about a few seconds and takes down Wolfgang. He'll join us in a few seconds, of course. Proa takes care of that. Picks up an extra 1,000 for following that chain jump. I believe he's due for a... No, I thought he... I was like, oh, World 1-1 with Big Boss Bass hanging around. An interesting conundrum. But one easily solved by running and not getting eaten, as Pro has been keen to show. Meanwhile, Claire's going to go through the pyramid, which was, again, this was a World 2, so again, vanilla in world, but not in position. Brawler's going to pick up a couple of items, looks like. Only one. Now, someone tell Fred, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Claire's had a couple of hammers, so he just jumped into the lead here. Not by much, but he's got a couple of hammer bros he wants to clear up first, so this is going to be a little even closer here. Pro, in the meanwhile, yeah, someone tell Fred. Someone tell Fred that's vanilla in position and world here. Fred, Claris is going to do some cleanup, going to pick up a couple of items with the match game. That's one. That's two. That's mistake number one, but he's going to clean up, looks like. Yes, he is. He's going to clear up that board. Picks up a hammer suit and a P-Wing, at the very least. Meanwhile, Proa takes care of the hammer bros, picks up a star. And we have an airship. It is in world and position. I actually made that correction. Now, for those wondering, do stars take out Koopas? No, they avoid that. Now, they're unable to hit you, but you cannot be hit. You cannot auto kill Koopas. 4-hitter for Roy, and that's a 5-hitter. And Claris is going to finish up. Moves up. But so does Proa. So this is going to be a very close race. We have 2 worlds left. And we're under 30 minutes with those 2 worlds left. Now, this is going to be and we have our timer. Thank you very much to our restreamer for helping us out. Give him a thumbs up to our restreamer, by the way. He's been working hard putting this together. But as you can see, sub-30s, and we have a World 1. I believe we have the hammer in there. There we go. Bro, we have World, has World 2-1. Breaks the lock, obviously. I had to refresh because there was a little bit of chugging that was unfortunately on my end, not anyone here. Actually, I can tell you who our restreamer is. I actually met him before the race. I could tell you it is Kekomon Shoyu. And I can tell you, yeah, it's on my end. If I sound a little different, yeah, that's definitely on my end. Give me a second, folks. There he is in the chat. Say hi, everybody. There we go. Meanwhile, Iggy takes, of course, the airship is done. Pro is going to finish up the airship. Look at that. Nicely done. and gets it done. Sub 30s, the 7 worlds. And for those wondering, the winning combination 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, 1. And for, of course, no, hold on. It's 4, 6. Where am I tonight? I'm all over the place. It's 4, 6, 3, 7, 4, 2, 1, 5. Because we have World 5 to do. I thought we were going to do World... Feel free to hate me, folks. Feel free. Go right ahead. Tell me how I goof up on this one, because I did definitely goof up. We have World 5 left to do before we do any other of that finishing up the game business. Oh boy. So that's what happens when you're all over the place trying to make sure you're still connected. Meanwhile, Pro is going to try to pick up a few more items. He had a bit of a tough go trying to clear up this particular card space, but he still picks up some items. Pro's going to take the World 2, which is... Oh, and it takes a quick death, but I think it was intentional. Well, Silva, the Bears. The Bears. And ironically, I'm Canadian, so you tell me that. Meanwhile, Bro is gonna go under the water trench. Yeah, and Claris is clearing up, probably trying to pick up some more items. Probably gonna pick up another cloud. Taking down that Tamara. But we're gonna have an action stage before we do anything else. World? I believe we have a beta stage. No, this isn't the beta stage. This is the World 7 stage. But one with the sun, so you gotta be careful with that sunburn. Very interesting positioning, actually. And for those wondering, that was Boss Bass. Big Bertha, as I like to call it. And yeah, now we could call it. Claris finally done with World 1. Now we're even up. And now, of course, the Spiral. One of the only few fortresses that are still hard locked because there's no other way to connect. The land of the ground. And excuse us while proaa007. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. And we had a small fishy pretending to be Boss Bass. How cute. Meanwhile, Pro's gonna finish up the Spiral, like I said. Right now, he'd be probably thinking, excuse me while let's kiss the sky. And of course, Pro is going to go through. Oh, gets stun locked and hammered. Claris is going to pick up a 5 stars. 5 up for that. And Pro not messing around. Well, he's got to he's going to kick out a couple of Koopas. I think I know what he's going to do, folks. You don't want to mess with the big bra. He's going to go upstairs. Which is a strat that I'm surprised not very many people have used in this tournament. I mean, not from what I've seen. I've seen a lot of races. But meanwhile, Claris, good clippage here. And Pro is going to finish that up. Now, this is a tough section for World 6. No, this is not World 6. World 7, isn't it? Oh God, I've just been turned into Donald Trump. Oh boy. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it. I tell you, this game is going to be huge. And for those tuning into the YouTube replay are going to wonder, what the heck is going on with the commentary? The chat is going on with the commentary. But hey, we have a smooth run going on here. Proa picked up the lead, but again, this is still a very, very close one. Claire's still lagging behind, but he's about to hit the tower. This could be literally a case of finding the right pipe and having a hammer to find the right pipe early. But we will find out soon enough. Meanwhile, Proa is going to go through World 5-1. Again, in world, but not in position, for those wondering. For those who don't know Speed, and for those wondering, yes, Speed Gaming does have a YouTube channel where they post up all of the races on the YouTube channel. You can follow them on that. You can subscribe to them if you wish. Great way to catch up on races you haven't been able to see, because they are available here on twitch.tv as well. If you want a quick and easy way to actually see them, say if you want to watch them, you know, on break at work. Not that I advocate that, but that's just a nice example. Meanwhile, our fortress in the sky contains some hot foot action. Pro choosing to go downstairs. He's gonna get a little bit of help with the some hot foots. You'll love to get a little bit of help with the stars. Meanwhile, Claire's making it to the sky. He's gonna pick up a few more items. I may be wrong, but I may have sensed a little bit of maybe a little bit of hesitancy, maybe a chase for items. Meanwhile, we have for a second I thought I saw an invisible boss bass in this world, in this world 3 level here, but I did not. Claris is going to pick up a P-wing for his trouble. Now he wants to skip 5-9, and he's got a P-wing his way through the airship. I don't think he's regretting his decision, though. Don't think he is. Two-hitter for Morton, and that was Roy. No, that was Morton. Never mind. Meanwhile, Proa gonna get it done. Now we get to see World 8. And now, of course, Pro's one. And now we have to face the tank levels, which contains World 5-8. Oh, irony! But it is done quickly, and Pro's going to take now. The strategy here, the interesting strategy is, do we check the pipes now, or do we clear the Navy? Pro's got to check the pipes. And Pro's got to find the Dark World. He's going to go through it. Go through the fortress. And see he has the Navy to handle. Now, he has the Navy, but I don't think he put his mind at ease just yet. Because now, obviously, as you see, the pipes are randomly distributed as per usual as far as this tournament, but we don't know where Bowser's Keep is going to hide. But this will open up a couple of pipes. Pro is going to check pipe number 1. Behind door number 1, he finds the hand bridge. Behind door number 2, as we're about to find out. Behind door number 2, we're going to find the shortcut through the hand bridge. Behind door number 3, we find Bowser's Keep. We're done here. Pro's gonna... This is officially Pro's to lose, and how about that? Last level of the game before Bowser's Castle is the World 8 Fortress. Meanwhile, Claris is going to clear World 5 and join us in HE double hockey sticks, but Proa, the strategy to check his pipes early has paid off. And of course, if Pro's wondering, there's that little friendly reminder to subscribe and of course follow if you enjoy the action. One last boom boom to take care of, and then we have and for those wondering, that was the tank. That was the super tank level. So vanilla in world, but not in position. And Pro are not going to waste too much time. He's going to go with stars and hammers to clear off. And Claris is going to do the same strategy as far as checking his pipes. We have a sub 50, ladies and gentlemen. Now, will this be sub 45? We shall find out. He's making good speed. All he's got to do is make it through the last few lasers and flames. Makes it through the laser. Bro, just a little bit of jumping. Ducks and dodges some flames. Moves up. He's got it. He makes it. Bowser goes down. We have a sub 45. We have a sub 44. And we have to wait for the old door to open. He's done 43-55. Is the official score. Proa will move on to the quarterfinals of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. Claris making his way through. And by the way, for those wondering, yeah, and there we go, Claris had the same strategy, and it itself is paying off. And joining us, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, proaa007, 43-45.
I can't believe I can't believe
bad at all.
I can't believe it. That second world where I screwed around with the cloud and had to play 7-5. I thought I was dead in the water.
Ooh, Claris had you for about a world and a half, and I think you'll if you catch the replay, Claris was hunting for items, and you just snuck in there because he's going, and he's just clipped through his last fortress there, so he's just making it.
Yeah,
he was hunting for items. I think he was hunting for another hammer or a cloud, but I'll definitely for something to ask.
Yeah,
because
I knew the hammer. I think was the 20 coin item. So, and I wasn't doing very well with the items and the end cards. So I just and I got pretty lucky with the items as they came, so I think I was pretty fortunate in that regard. But I knew this was a pretty generous seed overall.
Yeah, you two pretty much had the same strategy. I was wondering if you were going to go for go clear the Navy stage and then see just as insurance, but you went for the pipe, and now obviously that turned to be like the very right decision to do.
Well, it was a question of numbers at that point. I figured I'm in there, I play one level, I get 3 more pipes. So it was absolutely worth it, and that was just a pure numbers decision.
The numbers played you right for sure. Yeah. Claris had the same strategy, honestly, because you both were going through. You take that quick death at the very bottom where you had a World 7 world. And he had that big boss bash. You took that quick death. He took it as well, but he cleared it. And Claris is going to join us in a few seconds. He's got a sub 47, looks like.
Yeah, I think that's a PB for him. But yeah, that seed was, I think, very, very generous overall.
That was, not the most generous.
No, but it was probably the most generous of the ones I've had. And if I hadn't screwed up in Iceland, it probably would have been about a 40-minute seed.
To be fair, he had probably around the same problem. You guys had a fairly even World 6.
Yeah.
I would say. And, of course, for those wondering, the official time for Claris is 47 minutes even is the official time. Claris, come on in. GG. GG to both of you.
The journey is over. GG, Proa.
Thank you.
You know what? You know what it is? You guys had a pretty even... You probably ate a couple of deaths, but honestly, from what I've seen, and I'm pretty sure the chat will verify, this was a pretty close race, all things considered.
Yeah.
Because, if I may ask, I think you were hunting for items, especially up until the 7th world there.
Yeah. I knew going into 7, I didn't have a hammer, so I had to try to hit the board again, and I got the hammer, thankfully.
All right, yeah, because you were going into World 5, which is the 7th world, and you were still hunting for a hammer. It wouldn't have mattered, but in the grand scheme of things, but I think that was the big one because Proa kind of snuck in on you.
Oh, I kind of figured.
Yeah, I had a bad Iceland. I lost about 3 minutes trying to get cute with the clouds, and that really hurt me. And I had to play 7-5 as a result, and that was awful. Thankfully no boss bass, but I almost got clipped like 4 or 5 times.
You got a couple. You actually took an intentional boss bass because you saw that one world that you had to climb. And
yeah, 7-6 is like, nope, just take the P-wing. It's like, I'm not bothering.
Not interested. Going home. So there you go. Anything else? Because I actually had to refresh a couple of times. I had my internet decide to derp on me for a couple of seconds during World 1. I believe both of you broke the lock with the hammer.
In which world?
World 1. What turned out to be World 1?
No.
I did.
You did. Claris didn't. Okay.
I did not. Yeah, I double hammered 2, and then
that's what you did. Yeah.
I used a Lakitu Cloud to skip 2-3, so I get a quick hammer bro, and then I played down. And 2 Pyramid and 2-5 were pretty quick.
Yeah, the pyramid being vanilla, yeah, it was pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the only Fred entire run.
Yeah, there was for a second. If I saw the pyramid, I'm like, oh wait a minute. Of course, the chat goes Fred. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I believe Pro, I think Claris, you came in just about a minute later. I'm like, well, yeah, dang it, Fred.
But no, I think what really kind of got me sort of settled down was Lemmy at the end of World 2, the 5-hit Lemmy. It was like I nearly got clipped there too. It was like
Lemmy was giving you navigated Lemmy like a boss.
Yeah,
that was a 5-hit Lemmy, and your small Mario, you bounced around. There was a couple of close calls.
Yeah, it's like once I got through that, it's like okay, I think I found my footing after a kind of a shaky second half of Giant Land and a weak start to Iceland. Once I kind of got my bearings, I felt a lot better. But I assumed because the seed was pretty generous to me, and it was going to be generous to Claris, so it was like I knew I had to really kind of gun it from there.
Yeah.
I was worried because World 3 didn't turn out to be too generous. Like, it was generous enough, you still needed a hammer to clear it, but...
No. Yeah, I used my hammer to get out of that one. Just ran my way through it, and it was nice that Wendy pretty much stayed in the same spot the whole time, so I just, fireballed her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She ended up being 2 hits. I took a hit.
Yeah, she ended up being 2 hits, which definitely helped you guys in the long run.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, the final score is you see Pro 007 43-55. Claris a nice even 40 sub 50s for both of you. That's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's about a couple minutes off my PB, so that was very good. And
that is my PB by about 85 seconds. No, 75 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So, well,
there you go.
Take heart, Claris. I get to be the ritual sacrifice now for Mitch.
Yeah, for those keeping track, Pro will take on Mitch Flower Power. Almost mixed up the name in the quarterfinals, which will be best 2 out of 3 falls. Good luck to both of you. And that one, I'm looking forward to that one. Claris, you get to sit back and relax now. Watch the rest of the action.
Yeah.
All things considered, just getting this far, is beyond anything I could have expected coming in. I think even though you're making the exit, Claris, I think you're kind of in the same boat. It's like, never would have thought we'd get this far.
Yeah. and from not speedrunning the game at all 3 months ago to jumping into this randomizer head first and getting this far. Hey, I'll take whatever result I can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, that said, GG to both of you gentlemen. Once again, of course, all the information in the chat room for you folks still hanging around for the interview gimmick. On behalf of everybody here at twitch.tv/speedgaming, of course, don't forget to follow us on twitch.tv/speedgaming and speedgaming 2 through 4. You can follow both gentlemen, twitch.tv/proaa007 and twitch.tv/clarisdatcom. And of course, you could follow me on my shtick over at twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. But on behalf of everybody here at twitch.tv and of course the Speed Gaming network of streaming services, my name's Matt J. You folks have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.